Good Tavach, ladies. Shavua Tov, and welcome to day one. Okay, so here's the rundown. There really isn't anything that we do as a group except talk to each other in the chat. The chat is really for the purpose of connecting with one another, having support from one another, asking questions, and hopefully getting some really good information in response to questions, as well as tips that I'll give along the way and help us keep track of our 40 days. So essentially, you're going to choose your time frame, how long you would like to speak with Hashem on one topic. I recommend 5 to 10 minutes on one topic. I don't recommend that you do more than that. You can do more as days go on and you feel you still need to have conversation at the end of your 5 or 10 minutes. You can continue, but the commitment should be for either 5 or 10 minutes or somewhere in between 8 minutes, whatever you want. And the whole purpose of that is because you want to be consistent to do a minimum of whatever you're committed to for the full 40 days, because that's our goal, is to get to the full 40 days and having spoken to Hashem every day for that minimum amount of time. Okay, so don't overcommit yourself. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, or information number 2, is we count from Shkia to Shkia. So today is day 1. We are now in day 1. We start this evening, and it will roll over into tomorrow. We count as we do our Jewish days, and we'll roll over into tomorrow until Shkia. So you pick your time slot. So you pick your time, the length of time, and then you pick your time slot. It is recommended that you try and stick with the same time slot, but if that doesn't happen, it's okay. That's not crucial. What is crucial is that every day you speak to Hashem for that minimum time. So if, for example, you pick nighttime, and you decide you're gonna speak to Hashem for 5 minutes every night, and you fall asleep or you have some family event or whatever, and your time slot gets usurped by other things, you still have until Shkia the next day. So you don't have to feel bad, you don't have to feel guilty, you don't have to feel any of that. All you have to do is jump right in the morning when you wake up, or schedule time later in the day. Just make sure you get to it before Shkia. Okay, so that's the second part. And the third part is to really think about your topic. Your topic should be broad. And so, for example, for a few of you that I've spoken to, I've given the example of if a person has 5 children and they have one child that has either, a school issue or whatever it is that they want to discuss with Hashem, then make the topic broad. Just say you'd like it to be, the topic is the welfare of my children. Because many times during this 40-day project, we see that partway through, the problem gets resolved. So, Baruch Hashem, the problem gets resolved. So this way, at least we are allowing ourselves latitude to continue on the 40 days. Because the 40 days, and I'll get into this at a later point, the 40 days is not just about having an answer from Hashem. It's about the impact it has on us, on our neshama, and on our relationship with Hashem. So we want to, even if we see on day 20 that, please God, that our prayers have been answered, we absolutely want to continue talking to Hashem about the topic until day 40, because it does have an impact on us. Okay, so that's something else to keep in mind. Keep your topic very broad. If anyone still needs help in discussing or figuring out the topic that they would like to discuss, or ways to broaden it or narrow it, please let me know so that I can get time with you tomorrow before Shkia. Okay? Any questions, please, please, please let me know. And I am really looking forward to a really powerful 40 days for each and every one of us. And if anyone would like to share their topic or share their journey as they're going along, that's also welcome. And I had another point that I was going to make, but I really just lost it. So please God, when it comes back, I'll be able to pop in and give it to you. Okay, so we're off to a great start. Oh, I know what the other point was. Everyone should please post your Hebrew names, because I personally take on davening for every person in the group. So if you're in the group, if you're participating or not, even if you're just sort of a bystander, which we do have a couple of people that weren't sure that they could make the commitment, but were very curious about how this would be useful to them. So we have a couple people like that, and that's good. And I'm hoping that they'll just kind of jump in. But everybody should please, please, please send me your Hebrew name, put it here in the group, and I take it upon myself to daven for each and every one of us. So everyone should have hatzlacha v'bracha, and our tefillah should be answered immediately, please Hashem. And we should hear lots of good news from this and from everything else we're doing, because I know that the group of women we've got gathered here, everybody is into something, everybody is doing something. So let's hear from you, please. All right. Take care, ladies. Looking forward to hearing good news.